I'm Karen Elgersma at the new restaurant, Little Jumbo, right here on 4th Street in downtown Victoria, and you're watching Go Island on Shaw TV. On today's show, we meet a man who owns a store that specializes in miniatures, but his dreams are big, and a new magazine that will help those who are new to Vancouver Island, and a simple way to help those in need. All that and so much more on Go Island.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
Hello, thank you so much for joining us on Go Island. I am so excited that you have joined us today because we are at one of the hottest, trendiest, most talked about restaurants in Victoria. Yes, I'm finally here at Little Jumbo. This place has been on food blogs, on Facebook. It's been tweeted about.
It's a little ridiculous.
It is a little ridiculous, but as a foodie who's actually been a fan of yours for many years at Clive's, I am so proud and excited to be part of today. Now, I'm going to introduce you to everyone. This is Sean. You might remember him. He's the world's best bartender from Clive's. And you have taken on a brand new adventure.
Yes.
Here on 4th Street, 506 4th Street. You'll know it because you'll see a little elephant out front, Little Jumbo. Tell us who you guys are and what you're up to here.
Really, Little Jumbo, the whole concept from day one was to create a restaurant with a good beverage program. With my background from Clive's, everybody thinks that it's all about cocktails and stuff. But back home in Australia, this is what I did. I built restaurants and I tied a really good bar to it. So everything down from coffee and beer and wine and food and cocktails and spirits and everything has been sort of precisely put together.
The other thing I love about this place is how edgy and funky and cool it is. I mean, you look around and there's the brick and there's the beautiful, would you call that a tin?
Tin tiles.
Tin tiles. And look at this. Look at how cool this is. Let's begin with some of the things that are part of the original foundation. What happened here?
So this used to be a livery. So if you go out the very front door, you'll see those big granite blocks. Those granite blocks stop the hubs with the carriages to smashing in the brick.
Okay.
This was basically the carriage hubs smashing into it, and then you'd go up a ramp here, and you go to the second floor where they deliver hay and all that sort of thing. So that was one thing we unearthed when we found it. Little things like the panels in front of the bar are from the Oriental Hotel on Yates Street. They got salvaged. These are from the Union Club. The Union Club was redoing their dining room chairs, so we took them all and did dining room chairs for the Union Club. So everything's got a little story and a little quirk.
We're gonna meet the chef, talk a little bit about what's on this menu, and it is spectacular, let me tell you. And we're also going to go behind the bar because you can't visit this place and not have a little bar moment. But first, we are gonna head out with Paul Ballstein to meet a very inspiring man who, in his world, everything is miniature. He has a toy store that carries and specializes in miniatures. But his dreams, well, my friends, they're big. I love that store, and I have to say I have this thing for miniature everything. I don't know, as soon as you make something small, it becomes cute. I also love great restaurants, and we're in one right now, Little Jumbo. They just opened 3 months ago. You might remember Sean, one of our superstar bartenders here in Victoria from Clive. You always laugh when I say that.
You just don't know how much teasing I'm going to get from him for the next week.
Why Little Jumbo?
Little Jumbo actually was a saloon restaurant sort of thing that opened in New York and Soho in the turn of the century.
Okay.
It was opened by a guy called Harry Johnson, who wrote the very first bartender's manual.
Oh.
And Soho at the time was like an industrial area, and he decked it out in the finest fixtures and the nicest stuff. Everybody told him he was crazy, and I kind of feel like I've always been called kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And so Little Jumbo sort of fits, and then it's a lot of stuff jammed into such a small space. Like, we're only 45 seats, but we have a massive wine list and a big back bar, and so it's condensed in a small space. So it's an oxymoron, a double entendre.
I love that. One of the things that Little Jumbo has quickly become famous for is their cocktail list and, of course, their bartending. Just look behind us here, or in front of us. unbelievable. It's just, you don't often see such a huge and beautiful selection. But right now, there's a drink that you guys have created that's become kind of world famous. You guys have gone it's gone viral. Oh yes, tell us about this drink.
Today we're going to be making the infamous crack nog. Been really lucky lately. The crack nog's kind of been featured in some publications that I won't name right now, but they're kind of a big deal to us.
And who came up with this idea?
Crack nog is my inception. It's essentially kind of a tribute to the notion that making your own eggnog from scratch is like a difficult thing.
Okay.
Growing up, I hated the taste of the store-bought stuff.
Yeah.
I just found it very cloying and just not very good. And I was like, there's got to be a better way to do this. So one year I was just like, okay, all the familiar ingredients, and kind of whipped them together, and it turned out amazing. I mean, Kraken is special because of the rich molasses content. It's 47%, so it's got a little bit more kick to it.
Yeah.
Really just boosts the drink to the next level. Just a fantastic winter drink, and I expect in December it's just going to take off. So.
Absolutely. All right, let's make it.
All right, so we start off Kraken rum, 2 ounces.
Okay, the smell of the fresh nutmeg. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna try it. That is cracking good. I mean, I just want to say Merry Crackin' Christmas. That is unbelievable. Oh my word, that's good. Yeah. I can't even talk, but I have to because I have to throw to a next story, which is a fantastic. We are in a new restaurant. Well, there's a new magazine out called Here Magazine, and the magazine really is all about people who come to Vancouver Island for the first time. They're looking for a job. They're looking for a place to live. They're often, looking for a new doctor or dentist. Well, this magazine is all about celebrating that, giving people the information they need, and really cool story. From new magazines to new restaurants, we have it all here on Go Island. And today we're at Little Jumbo on Fort Street. And if you're a foodie, you'll know about this place because every food blogger, anyone who's on Facebook has been here has talked about how fabulous Little Jumbo is. And one of the things they talk about, chef, is the food. What makes it so interesting and fun?
Well, I always think of it like if I was to come to a restaurant and eat the things I want to eat.
Yeah.
And that's what this place is about. It's about coming in and just kind of enjoying the food.
Do you have a favorite on the menu?
They're kind of all my favorites.
It's kind of like picking your favorite child when you're chef, right? Yeah, absolutely. Well, what are you going to show us today?
I'm going to show you our duck rillette.
Lovely.
You stir it up, you spread it on your toast with some bit of mustard.
And then you say
It's
hallelujah,
lovely.
and then you ask for the chef to come out so that you can grab him by the scruff of the neck and go, "This is the best thing I've ever had in my life." That's what you do here at Little Jumbo, or not. You can just imagine doing that.
Yeah, you can ask, and then
Yeah.
I can pretend not to come out.
That's right, exactly. Well, it's been so much fun hanging out in the kitchen. We're going to go back out into the restaurant and talk a little bit more about what's happening here at Little Jumbo, one of the newest restaurants here in Victoria. But we have to take a very short break, but stay with us. When we come back, we have a great idea on how you can help families during the Christmas season, because James Green has a story that it's so simple that you'll have to do it. So stay with us. Welcome back to Go Island. We are at Little Jumbo today on Fort Street, one of the hottest new restaurants on Vancouver Island. You laugh every time I say that because you know it's true. Why this place is getting such rave reviews, and how busy is this place every night? It's insane.
It's busy.
There's a lineup all the way down the hall because there's a little hall that you have to take to get here. It's so cool. Every night there's a lineup, but it's because you do things so uniquely here. Now, one of the things you do is let's talk about the water. Tell me about the water.
So the water is developed by Wise Water, and it's they triple filter the mains water, and then we just carbonate it, chill it through glycol, and out she comes.
And it comes out of coconut
It's the third filter is actually a coconut husk filter.
Of course it is. Of course it is. So yes,
Victoria water's good. This just tastes better.
this tastes amazing. I love this water. But oh, that's not all. No, there's more. Tell us about the tea.
The tea came about because in Europe, when you sit down in Italy and Spain, you start with an aperitif.
Yes.
Like you start with a vermouth or a cocktail or something like that. And so I was sitting in bed one night and I was talking about what I want to do, and I said to the wife, I want to do like a infused vermouth and something like that. She's like, well, it's a restaurant, not a bar. You should be doing something non-alcoholic. And so I went down and sat with Daniela at Silk Road and talked to her about what I wanted, and she developed this tea for us. So it's a mixture of green tea and oolong, lemongrass, a little bit of lavender, some citrus peel, and then we just brew it in-house, then mix some local honey into it to sweeten it, and then carbonate it.
And so when you sit down, you get
Aperitif tea.
we as individuals can make magic happen for everybody here on Vancouver Island, especially with Christmas coming up. It's an opportunity for us to share and help out. And there's a very simple way you can do it. In fact, every time you go to the grocery store, you can do that. So James Green will explain how you can help. Tell us about your salt.
So there's a gentleman, I think he's the sous chef over at the Superior right now, Sean Moore, and he started this little company. He calls it NaCl, so salt. And his stuff, I think you can get at the Whole Beast right now, and so it's a single origin salt. Right now this one's from Union Bay. He even vintages it, so I believe that we have a 2012 Union Bay available too right now. So it's a vintage terroir salt, just because we can.
We have to take a very short break, but stay with us. When we come back, I am going to be trying some of this duck. Oh, yes, I am. So stay with us. I want to thank you so much for allowing us to come in here today. I am very excited. I can't wait to come here and actually have dinner myself. And I want to thank you so much for watching. If you have any thoughts, feedback, any ideas on where we should go, any other restaurants we should check out, let us know. I am on Twitter now. Follow me. I will follow you back. There's Facebook. There's our website. If you see us around, if you see us at Little Jumbo, say, hey, thanks for watching. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try it. Oh my gosh.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network. Men's Wardrobe by DG Bremner & Co. Menswear and accessories. Hair services provided by Salon J.